I find Geronimo to be one of the most fascinating figures in American history. Geronimo spent decades on the run from both the United States government and the Mexican government before he finally surrendered in 1886, spending his final 23 years of his life as a prisoner of war in the United States. When Geronimo passed away in Fort Sill, Oklahoma in 1909, his final words were, "I never should have surrendered. I should have fought until I was the last man alive." When Geronimo finally surrendered in 1886, nearly a quarter of the entire US Army was searching for him. In 1905, Geronimo and other Native American chiefs were actually invited to participate in Teddy Roosevelt's inauguration, and Geronimo did, and then afterwards he had a tenuous meeting with Teddy Roosevelt. Geronimo essentially asked Roosevelt to let him go back to Arizona, but Roosevelt said no, and he criticized Geronimo for the different things he did, which included raiding villages and killing civilians. Roosevelt's staff told him that allowing Geronimo to go back to Arizona was too risky, and it would somehow end up in him escaping again and once again being on the run from the US military. Interestingly enough, Geronimo was never technically an Apache chief, though he was a medicine man and obviously a military leader. It's tragic how after he surrendered, he was pretty much paraded around to show people what a Native American was like, and he even participated in the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis as a part of an Apache exhibit. He was supervised by the US War Department, and he was paid for it, and he also sold little tchotchkes and memorabilia to people for some money, but it's pretty tragic to see how someone went from being one of the greatest warriors in the history of the United States to being paraded around like a souvenir. Follow me for more history content.